Today I'm going to be modifying the Nerf Maverick. I'm going to do a barrel modification so that when you pull your barrel out, it comes out that far, you can load more darts and it just looks really cool. I'm also going to be showing you where to remove the air restrictors. Alright, the tools you're going to need to do this is a small screwdriver, a hammer with a claw on the back, and a sharp knife. Okay, you're going to remove all the screws, which I've already done. Take the front cover off, like this. Right. If you want to, there's the spring right here. You can take that out and stretch it, but I wouldn't stretch it very much because it'd be hard to get this piece back in there after you stretch the spring. But the air restrictors are located right here in the barrel. So what you do is there's an orange piece of plastic right here. You pull that back and you just lift up the barrel like this. Alright, first thing you need to do is right here. There's a gray piece with an orange like cap thing on the top. You're going to take your claw hammer, or the back of your hammer, and you're going to gently pry that off. There you go. You're going to pull this rod out like that. Alright, on the rod there's going to be a spring. You need to keep that spring and the rod. Alright, right here, there's going to be 3 screws on the top of the barrel. One here, here, and here. Just going to take those off. I've already taken mine out. And unless you've modified yours already, there's going to be long, thin pieces of orange plastic sticking out from each one of these. If you can see that I've cut mine off already. And if you really wanted to, right here, you could cut out the middle part, but I just left mine on. That's really all I have to do there. Remove the air restrictor. You just take your barrel, line it up with the holes, like that, place it back on, and put the 3 screws back in. I'm only going to put 1 in for now. Okay, once you got all 3 screws in, this piece of plastic that was on the front of the barrel right there, on yours, there should be a small rectangular or square piece of plastic right there. You're going to want to cut that completely off so it's flat, just like that. The second piece of plastic you need to cut off is right here. You need to cut that completely off too. And after that, all you have to do is put your Maverick back together. You're going to take the rod this direction, put it back in, on up the hole on the other side. You're going to put this gray piece back on, and you're going to take your orange piece, push, and then you're going to take your hammer and gently tap it back onto the barrel. You want it to be completely on the rod, otherwise it'll catch when your barrel comes out. Okay, when you put this back in, there's 2 pieces of plastic right there. They go right in here. You're going to line those up, and you're going to pull back the piece of plastic, and it should go in pretty easily. Just like that. And you also want to make sure that right here, this is where the air gets pushed and it launches the dart out. You need to make sure that it's almost completely touching against the barrel. And then the last thing you want to know before you put this cover back on is there's a spring right here, and then there's a rod on your cocking system. You have to line up the rod with a hole on the spring. Once you got it lined up, you just put the cover on like that. Put all your screws back in, and you're ready to go.